Before the event, I always ask the coordinator for the list of the other vendors who are going to be there. And then what I do is I get my little handy dandy highlighter out and I just highlight all the different vendors that I want to go and meet and reach out to. Now, the key for that is that you have a very small window in the beginning of the event to meet these people. Mm-hmm. So if you're really focused on like setting up your tent and just focusing on you, you're going to miss an opportunity. So I always like to get to the event super early, set my stuff up. And then what I like to do is during that first hour and hour and a half when everything's kind of dead and whatever, I go to all the other vendors and introduce myself and meet them. And then I typically have like 4 or 5 vendors that I like get a gift for. I might buy a coffee and bagels for like Prince William Orthopedic, or I might go and get whatever for Blue Ridge Orthopedic or whatever. Just a simple like, hey, I saw you guys were here and here's my gift for referring to me. So start with kind of the vendors. When you're doing the event and you actually want people to come to your table, you have to give them a reason to come to the table. Do you have any clue who P.T. Barnum is? So P.T. Barnum is an old circus guy, right? So the circus was coming to town and he would have all these kind of like sideshows and stuff to invite people to come view the circus. But he does, one of his big claim to fame is you have to have these things called dramatic demonstrations. You have to give people a reason to come to your table. So you got to kind of figure out, what do I want to do to be able to attract people to come to my physical therapy table? So maybe you're doing like the strongest person at the fair kind of contest. Maybe you get the dynamometer and you do like a senior, male, female, or child class, and they can win a prize for whoever, right? So scan your QR code and enter the prize. Maybe you have a wheel that they spin and then they spin the wheel and, maybe you have them do like a certain exercise or whatever. And if they could do it, you get a prize. Like you have to have some reason for them to come over to the table. It's not you working on patients, because you're not supposed to work on patients at a fair because they need to sign consent to treats. so don't work on people just for free and just, that's it. This is a silly thing to do. There's how to set up the workshop. There's the actual presentation, and there's what to do post-workshop. So it's a whole system that you want to do. So if you guys could start mastering workshops, you could easily have 5-figure days. Easily.